So welcome everyone. Good to see you here and congratulations. It's been another amazing challenge and it's been really great to see the results for sticking to it and also doing it this time of year. It's easy to let it go at this time of the year because we're all start to be a bit festive and we there's I know there's parties happening with your team worker. There's so much on happening, but sticking with it, keeping on with the program has been really great to see this challenge. The results has been really great as well. So we're going to hear from some of you in a minute. We're not going to have another challenge now before next year. We'll have another one next year. But what do we do in Heather? Would you like to share a little bit? I'm Marie-France, by the way, for the ones that are new here, and Heather is here, co-founder of this program. So Heather, we'll ask you to share. Yeah, I'm sure you have some tips and ideas of what to do during this time of the year. And so what do we do next until the next challenge next year?
Thank you, Marie-France. And I just want to say congrats to everyone who has participated in this last challenge, and just agree with what you've said with it being a challenging time to actually do the challenge and challenging time to do the challenge. But well done for everyone that's actually participated. So it's as you said, it's an interesting time of the year and there's lots of different things going on, and we want you to still enjoy everything that is happening because it is a special time of the year. And of course, a lot of it involves food and that sort of thing. So I guess the main thing is that we have the fundamentals in this program. We know what we can be eating, and where possible, we'll try and stick to that, obviously. But we also, when you get together with other people, you don't want to be saying, these are the only foods I can eat. Make sure that that's all that's prepared. So, you do have to be flexible. And I think also one of the other things that's important is that where possible, if you can do the fasting side of it, then that's going to help to counteract some of the food, that you might be eating that may not necessarily be on our food list. And part of doing that is that, you can even switch it up a little bit. Like at the moment, for the majority of us, we've been doing the fasting so that we skip breakfast and, we start mid-morning. But if it turns out that you go to a lunch, well, then you can enjoy that meal and then maybe start your fasting window after lunch and go through. And generally, a lot of us are too full to eat dinner anyway. So you could start your fasting window after lunch and then go through the night, start sometime earlier the next day. So it really is working with what you have on and what social engagements you have on. And like at the end of the day, it's doing the best with what you have and what's happening for you individually. And of course, I just want to remind everyone as well that we have our carb reducers, which we can use there are a lot of carbs around, which will actually help us. We've got our digestive enzymes, so that's another thing that we can use to help us to digest everything that's going through our system. We can still incorporate drinking the water, which is really important, taking our supplements, because that will also just help to move things through and to keep our digestive system working well. So it really is a matter of doing the best you can and being okay with how that turns out. And we have something that we can use once this time is over to get us back on track.
Yes, absolutely, Heather. Great advice. And just a little story here for everyone listening. When the carb reducer or the white kidney beans, they're called in New Zealand. That's the same product, same thing except different name. So when it was just launched, We had a holiday for the leaders with the company. And so we all went. Steve was there and Heather was there to Borneo, to Malaysia on a retreat. And it's in all inclusive. You know how when you go to one of those amazing resorts, food galore. I mean, the food that was there, it was amazing. There was just everything that you can eat. And so that was interesting because the company just launched that time not just with the product, the carb reducer, but also a whole weight loss program as well. So I remember we arrived there, the leaders, the first night, and we were all sitting together, and everybody was eating just the right, proper salads and little bit of protein, and choosing all the right things, and not really deviating from our diet that we were doing. So anyway, so we were all there sitting at the table together, and so eating our meal, and then suddenly one of them decided to dash in the dessert table. So they arrived with a big dessert plate, and then everyone else went to the dessert. Anyway, the story is that we were there for 7 or 8 days. I can't remember how long, but quite a while, because there was different steps. It's a little bit like the escape that is happening right now. Some groups of the leaders arrive earlier, and then the winners coming, and then we had a advisory board meeting as well. So it extended all of the stay. So we were there for 8 or 9 days or something. So imagine the damage that we can do in those buffet table. The carb reducer was just introduced, or white kidney beans. So we started taking double and triple dose of that product before each meal. I remember like taking 5 or 6, or so 6, I think we were taking 6
Yeah,
capsules
6.
before each meal. And I tell you, we splurged. We ate everything, and dessert and drinks and whatever you want. So we did do that. And I remember I so remember that, because I went back home and I've put on 1 kilo only, which was, I was very pleased with it. And then I went straight back into my proper routine the very first day coming back home. And I've lost that 1 kilos in 1 day or 2 days. That I can't remember, but I went straight back. So it's like it didn't even happen. So I thought these capsule really, really work. What about you, Heather? Did you do that as well there?
Yeah, so because I have a bit of a weakness for pancakes,
Yeah.
so we were using them with before having the pancakes. It was really amazing the difference that actually made, because as you say, it was a buffet and there was just endless food, and of course, when you're in those situations, someone else has prepared it, it all looks amazing, and so you eat more than what you normally would. But like, I can't remember the results of how much I put on, but I know that it very quickly you just get back to where you were. So
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty amazing. So those are so amazing to have during this time of the year. So just make sure you have plenty, and yeah, don't worry, take double, triple. Don't take a chance. Just do it.